So we're in lesson 5 now, and we're on page 32 in your book. Okay, so it says using equations to solve for an unknown angle. And we kind of did that in lesson 4, especially on problem number 3. You did that. So we're going to take the information that's given. So the first question is this enough? Tyler thinks that this figure has enough information to figure out the values of A and B. So let's see. We know that this is a 90-degree angle, so we have 90 degrees. We know that this is 180 because it's a straight angle. So our equation would be A plus 90 plus B is equal to 180. Okay? Do we know A and B? Do we know if they're equal? We don't. Okay? So I'm guessing no, but let's keep going. So all I know I can do is I can subtract 90. And I get A plus B is equal to 90. But are A and B equal? Because if they were, they would be like terms. Well, they're not like terms because one's an A and one's a B. So we can't go any further than this. And the other thing, it kind of shows you that in the picture, because look at this right here. If I color this in, which is not mathematical at all, okay, and I color this in, those don't even look like they're the same. So we definitely can't. Mathematically, I know I can't, and even looking at the picture, I know I can't do anything more with that. So we disagree. There's not enough information. Disagree. And we just have to say, we don't know A or B. I have to know one of them. You have to know one of them. Okay? You have to know one of them in order to finish that. Okay. Now, in 5.2, we're going to have several in 5.2. It's talking about Elena and Diego each wrote equations to represent the diagrams. For each diagram, decide which equation you agree with and solve it. You can assume that the angles look like right angles. Oh my gosh, that just frustrates the heck out of me. Okay, I'll be okay. Because it says they are. Well, if they are, then mark them. Okay, so here we go. We have equations over here, but we always go over here and say what we know first. That's what we're going to do first. So notice that I have W. I always look for vertical angles first. W and this angle that's 35 degrees, those are vertical angles. They form V's. So I know I can say W is equal to 35. But now I look at it and I go, hey, wait a second. These two angles, this 35 and the X, they are on a straight angle. So that means I can add 35 plus X and I get 180. So I can make those two statements. Let's see if Elena or Diego say either of one. Yep. Oh, wait a second. Elena said X equals 35. X doesn't equal 35, it's W. Elena's wrong. We agree with Diego. Yay, Diego. Okay, next one. Again, we don't even look at what they're saying until we do this. We have 3 angles. We know this is a straight angle, so we know that it equals 180. So what we can claim is these 3 angles added together. So we can say 35 plus W plus 41 is equal to 180. That's all we can say. There's no vertical angles. We can't say anything is congruent. So let's see. 35 plus W plus 41 is 180. Yep, agree with that one. Don't you just want to laugh at Diego? So, W plus 35, we have no clue as to what that equals. So that one definitely doesn't work. Here we go again. We have a picture. Now this is one of those that I'm frustrated. They want us to believe that this is a 90-degree angle. Then mark it. Okay, not happy with the book right now. Can you tell? Anyway, we're moving on. So, what do we know? This is a right angle, so W plus 35 is equal to 90. Okay? Well, this W and this W are equal. I wonder if we're supposed to assume that this is a right angle then also. Yes, we are. So see how this angle right here is also 90 degrees? And that would be true, because if this one plus this one is 90, then this one plus this one is 90. We just wrote that statement, so yes, we can do that. Okay, so W plus 35 is 90. Yep, that one works. 2w plus 35. So they want to take this whole thing. Well, look at that. If this one's 90, I can't take all three of these and equal 90. So hello, pay attention, Diego. So Elena was right. Okay, number 4. So number 4, again, what they want us to assume is this is a 90-degree angle. Bad math. Now, always mark your vertical angles. So here's my vertical angles. Okay, so that means this is 35. I'm going to always write that on there, whether they want it or not. So I know those are angle. Now this is a 90-degree angle, so that means these three add together to be 90 degrees. So w plus 35 plus w is equal to 90. I have like terms. Whenever I have like terms, I'm going to combine those. Those are the same letter. So 2w plus 35 is equal to 90. That's our equation that we can write. Now that one we could solve and actually find w. 2w plus 35 is equal to 90. W plus 35? Nope, that's not enough. That one doesn't work. Oh, do you see what they tried to trick us? Because first it was Diego was right, then Elena was right, and then Elena, and then, oh, Diego, you need to up your game, bud. Okay, here we go. Number 5. We look at the picture. What do we know? We know that this is 90 degrees. This is 145. They didn't make that real clear. This is 148. Okay? So what do we know? Is this a vertical angle with anything? Here we have this one and this one. Do we have that one and that one? Yes. This one and this one. So this entire thing is 148. Okay? So a couple statements we can make here. We can say that w plus x plus 90, so this right here, so w plus x plus 90, we can say that w plus x plus 90 is equal to 180. We can say w plus 140, oh, we'll just do it right here, man. Okay, so right here, I can say w plus 148, so I can also make this statement, w plus 148, oh, can't see it, is equal to 180. So I can make those two statements. So first off, I did this straight angle, w plus x plus 90 is equal to the entire thing of 180. Then I can go off this line and say w plus 148. So let's see who's right. W plus 148 equals 80. There's Elena. That's Elena. Yep, that one works. X plus 90 equals 148. X plus 90 equals 148. Okay, I can actually say that because I take this angle plus this angle. No, wait, I can't say that because this whole thing is 148. Ah, Diego, I'm so sorry. I was trying to give you credit and you didn't deserve it. So, Elena wins again. Okay. Calculate the measure. Find the unknown angle measure. Show your thinking. Organize it so it can be followed by others. So here we go. Here's our thinking. This is 180 degrees. So that means this one plus this one equals 180. So we can say W plus 124 equals 180. The reason is because this, 80 not 18, is a straight angle. Okay, find the unknown. Oh, we actually have to solve this one. Sorry, I should have written that up top. Okay, so we can just rewrite it. W plus 124 is equal to 180. Subtract 124 from both sides. And again, that line is sometimes helpful. So W is equal to 124 minus 180 minus 124 is equal to 56. Okay? So W is 56. Here we go. Have a straight angle. These three equal the straight angle. They add to the straight angle. What's the straight angle? 180. So we have 52 plus B plus 23 is equal to 180. Combine like terms. Right now, they're numbers, so add those two together. 52 plus 23 is equal to 75. Okay, I'm solving for B. So I'm going to get rid of the 75. I have a positive, so I'm going to subtract 75. B is equal to, is that 105? I'm going to use my calculator. Yay! I actually can subtract 105. Good. Okay. Yay, we don't have to assume in this picture. It says they're perpendicular. Remember, that means that this is a right angle. So this is a right angle. This is a right angle. So this is a right angle. And this is a right angle. These are all right angles in different colors so that you can see that. Those are all right angles. Okay, now that we know that, let's go through and see what we can say. Oh, hey, look at this. We got a vertical angle going on. Vertical angle right here. Always look for those. Those are your best friends because those are easy. Now, what does that match up with? Well, this line here and this line here. Let's see, this line extends and this line extends. That was kind of confusing. That means this is x. Okay? So that means, since this is perpendicular, that's a 90-degree angle, so all of this adds to 90. So x plus 23 is equal to 90. Okay? So I have 1x plus 1x. 1x plus 1x is 2x. Those are like terms. Now I have an equation. I have to get rid of the 23, so I'm going to subtract 23 from both sides. So 2x is equal to 67. Yep. Now I'm going to divide by 2. Because I have multiplication. Oops, I forgot to draw my line. So 67 divided by 2 is equal to 33.5. And when it says organize it so it can be followed, show your equation, show all your work going down. Oh, look at this cool one. Oh my gosh, this is so neat. Let's see what we can learn. So let's see if we have any vertical angles. Oh wait, yes. Look at this one right here. They want us to use this whole big angle here, okay, and extend those sides if you're not sure, and this angle here, okay. See how those are off the 120? Well, look at that. This very wide V, this is that same exact V. So what that's telling us is this right here is 120 also. Okay, do you see what I did there? I extended my lines because it kind of gets confusing. And I need to find those V's to find out their vertical angles. So this whole thing is 120. So that means M plus 66 plus M is 120. So M plus 66 plus M, because I'm taking these three angles, that's equal to 120. I now have like terms. 1M plus 1M is 2M. Plus 66 is equal to 120. Okay, draw your line. I have a 66. I'm going to subtract it. So I get 2M is equal to 54. Is that right? Yes, it is. Now I have multiplication. So how do I solve? I have multiplication. I'm going to divide. So I get M is equal to, I think that's 27. Let's see if I'm right. 27. Okay, nice job. Okay, what's this? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go down here. It says to find an unknown angle, sometimes it is helpful to write and solve an equation that represents it. For example, suppose we want to know the value of x in this diagram. The other thing it doesn't say is draw on the picture. So draw on the picture to see what's going on here. So they're saying this is 90 degrees. If that's 90 degrees, then this has to be 90 degrees. Okay? So whatever this is plus these three is 90. Let's go with the other thing it tells us. It says this is 144. Let's see if we can come up with vertical angles. So we have this angle side and we have this side. Ah, there we go. Oh my gosh. But look at all of our drawing on our picture helped. So look, this angle and this angle, those are vertical angles. So that means this entire thing is 144. If that entire thing is 144, we can say 90 plus x plus x plus x equals 144. Wow, did they jump? They jumped a whole bunch. So you had to figure out those vertical angles. To figure out vertical angles, especially on something like this, extend those lines and then look for that V. Okay? Good. Hopefully that helps. Let's look at your homework. So for your homework, you're going to be doing, so for your homework, you're going to do page 36 through 37, and you're going to do 1 through 7. And you want to keep watching this video, because I'm going to do some of these completely for you, and some I'm going to set up for you. Now, number 1, segments AB, DC, and EC intersect at a point. Angle DCE measures 148. Wait, DCE. Whoa, they already marked it. So this right here, it's kind of confusing. Okay, this right here is 148. This is X. This is X. And this is X. I don't like how they do that whole thing. Anyway, okay. Geometry does it a little different. So, you know how to do that one. We've done that one 20 million times. Here we go. Line L is perpendicular to line M. So this right here is a 90-degree angle. Do you see that? Notice I'm marking all these things up. Then it says that this angle right here is 138. So this angle with this, this angle is part of it. Okay, all that you need to do is find the values of X and W. I don't know why we need 138. We need to know that this is a 90-degree angle. Go. Okay? This was trying to trick me. So, ignore that. Number 3. If you knew that two angles are complementary, what does complementary mean? 90 degrees, exactly. And we're given, okay, if you knew two angles were complementary, and you were given the measure of one of those angles, you know one of the angles. Okay, you know one of the angles. It's, I don't know, some angle. Would you be able to find the measure of the other one? So if I know the whole thing is 90, and I know one of the angles is, we know this one. This is the one we don't know. Would I be able to solve for that? Okay, go. Number 4. For each inequality, decide whether the solution is represented by x is less than 4.5 or x is greater than 4.5. So in other words, solve these, and you'll get to a point. Remember, when we divide by a negative, we flip the inequality sign. So I'm guessing on one of these, we might have to flip the inequality, or we might not. Okay? So decide. So what I would do is just write out these 3 inequalities and solve for them. So what I'm saying, actually, move this one over here. Negative 8x plus 6 is greater than negative 30. Solve that one. Take this one and solve it right here. And this one, you might have enough room if you overtake this one. So we move that one over here. We might be able to solve this one. And then see which one gives you those answers. Okay? Want me to do one of those for you? I'll do number 8 because it's, sorry, I'll do B because I already wrote it over here. So here we go. Remember, inequalities are just like equations. I want to get rid of the 6 first. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to do that one. That's easier. Let's do one of these. Let's do distributive property because we need to practice that one. So here we go. On both of these, we have to do distributive property. Remember, distributive property, I have to multiply negative 2 times x and negative 2 times 3.2. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x plus negative 2 times 3.2. Well, I have a negative times a positive, so I have an odd number of negatives, so it's negative 6.4 is less than negative 15.4. Okay? Now, I draw the line on these just like I do on equations, so I need to get rid of the negative 6.4. If I have a negative, I'm going to add 6.4 to both sides. So I have negative 2x is less than, well, I have a negative 15.4 and a positive 6.4. My signs are different, so I'm going to subtract, or you can enter it in your calculator, 15.4. So I get 9. Okay? Negative 15.4 and positive 6.4. But I actually subtract because my signs are different. Now, I have multiplication over here, so I'm going to divide by a negative 2. Divide by a negative! And when we divide by a negative, our inequality sign has to switch. And we get a negative 4.5. Decide whether the solution, no. Oh, they were trying to trick us. Look at that. Oh, no, they weren't trying to trick us. I made a mistake. That should be a negative 9 because that sign was larger. So that is a positive 5.4. They weren't trying to trick us. I messed up. Thank you for catching that mistake. I heard all of you telling me. Okay, so that's x is greater than 4.4. So this one does. Decide whether, so this one is x is greater than 4.5. Because I had a negative divided by a negative, that'd be a positive. Okay, so that's what it's asking you to do. A is probably similar, and you have B over here. I'll let you work on those. Good. Okay. Oh my gosh, number 5 was so dang confusing. It is so confusing. Do I have enough time? Let's see. So number 5, if there's time, I'll come back to it. For now, you can put an X through it. I don't care if you ever do that one. So you can just put an X through it. I'm going to do it in pencil. If I have time, I'll come back and talk to you about it. Okay, number 6, though, is a good one I want you to see. It has 3 different tape diagrams, but it says the total is 37, and they kind of give you that right here. So then, and then it defines what each one of these are. Okay, they all walk that. Elena walks M, Jada walks 4 more than that, and Lynn walks 2 more than Jada did. So what this wants you to do is to realize that you have Elena, which is M, plus, because it's the whole thing is 37, M plus 4, which is Jada. And in math, we would probably do it like that just to indicate that was Jada. But it doesn't really matter because we're going to combine like terms. And I'm not going to confuse you. And then this last one, plus Lynn, which is M plus 4 plus 2. M plus 4 plus 2. And the whole thing is 37. Now remember, combine your like terms. And then combine your like terms. So 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 2 is 10. And I'll let you finish that one. Find out what M is equal to. Now it says, find the miles they each walked. So you're going to find M, and then you have to plug it back in and find out what they each walked. Number 7 is you're going to do distributive property over and over and over and over again until we find this one. So I would come over here and draw a box. How much time do I have? I have lots because I just forgot to say that whole thing that I just did. Oh, no, I didn't. It was all there. Hold on. My gosh, I'm losing it. So now that we realized I'm not losing it, I'm just not paying attention. Details. You got to pay attention to details. Down here, what you're going to do is you're going to distribute. Okay? I'm going to do the first one with you. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to do the second one. You go back and do the first one. Yeah. So I'm going to take negative 18 times 2x minus 3y plus 5. It wants you to select all of them. Okay? So I'm going to take negative 18 times 2x. 18 times 2 is negative 36x. Then I'm going to take negative 18 times a negative, oh, wait, first I'm going to cross the line and change the sign. Negative 18 times a negative 3. 18 times 3 gives me 54, and negative times a negative is a positive. 54y. Then I'm going to take a negative 18 times a positive 5. That's going to give me a negative, so 18 times 5 is 90, negative 90. Okay? So negative 36 plus 54y minus 90, or plus a negative, that one works. Now it says you have to find all of them, and I'll tell you right now. Yep, I found one of them for you. Okay? I'll look and see how many there are. There are 2 more. I will tell you there are 2 more. So I've done B. You're going to do A, C, D, E. And if you find 2 more, you can stop. Otherwise, you need to do F. Okay? Good. So there you go. Use your time right now to finish that up. And if you have questions, you can email me, or you can always ask me the next day in class. Thank you.